Can I see your badge again with your photo? You're so cute.
A current Secret Service agent on Vice President J.D. Vance's security detail.
When he's like walking, like, where are you?
We'll have at least a minimum head and
gives away vital high-level security information to our undercover journalists.
What is good with y'all boys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to discuss the contents of the clip that you have just seen. Secret Service security member gets exposed for leaking security detail secrets, and it all boils down to the fact that he's not on BodyGame. I said it before on this channel, and I'll say it again. When you attempt to lead with exterior accomplishments and you're not on BodyGame, you are bound to be in a mindset and have a mentality of scarcity. I've come across these types of dudes in corporate. They think that they're important because of their job, right? Their job makes them important. Their job becomes their identity. They didn't have an identity before that job. That job gave them their identity, right? They never developed one. So now when they get that job, they put that under their belt and they parade around with it and they lead with it, trying to use that as leverage, mostly when it comes to dating, right? And as a result, these are the type of dudes that end up getting taken advantage of, getting spun for a loop, getting given the runaround. And as you just saw in that clip, this dude was getting covered or recorded by an undercover agent who he thought somehow was attracted to him. We're going to play some more of the clip. But before I get into that, I made a video that says if you're not on BodyGame, you're probably delusional, right? And in this clip, you can see peak delusionability. This dude who is not on BodyGame, right? He never developed the BodyGame mentality. He doesn't have a mindset of BodyGame. As a result, he thinks that women like him for him. He must have never taken a look in the mirror and been like, you know what? I look like an overgrown teddy bear. I need to get in the gym and sharpen up. No. What is he doing? Acting feminine, doing feminine behavior, having feminine traits. On the dinner date, thinking the chick likes him there for him, whole time she's there on a sting undercover operation. They got his ass. Being on BodyGame would have kept him from entering a situation like this, right? Because in the clip that's coming up, you're going to discover that this man matched with this woman months prior, right? If you match with a woman months prior and you're just now meeting up with her in 2026, there's a level of scarcity that's there, because if the attraction wasn't genuine off rip, or if it was genuine off rip, y'all would have probably linked a long time ago and made things happen. But what happened? The fact that he had to entertain that date means that he didn't have much going on his plate. Like I said before, dudes like this, they think they're important because of the job that they get. Without that job, they have nothing. The job becomes their whole identity. They're not on BodyGame, so they need to seek confirmation and validation outside of themselves. He's delusional because if he would have gotten in the gym and actually become proud of what he saw in the mirror, he wouldn't have bitten the bait when a chick looks at him and be like, oh, you're so cute, you're so handsome, blah, 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 this and that. But without further ado, y'all going to require some more context. So we're going to go ahead and play some more of this shit.
we have different shifts. We have shift.
Tells her about detailed future travel plans for the Vice President, and even sends her pictures with location metadata revealing where the President's convoy was located, potentially violating both the Secret Service NDA and United States federal law. And Tomas is fully aware of this. Quote, I signed paperwork, so if I don't have to get out information, I never do, otherwise I get in trouble. You really have to stand in awe of the lack of self-awareness.
So you just seen what this dude has been doing, right? He's on a date, and he's basically spilling state secrets like nobody's business, right? Straight, giving all the details. This dude is in a scarcity mindset, right? You don't go and start spilling state secrets in an effort to get laid unless you're in a deep state of scarcity, right? Automatically, everyone that's on BodyGame is more qualified to be in his position more than he is, right? At this point, I'm thinking they're signing up dudes like these to use as human meat shields because they don't look like they're going to be contributing anything else to society, right? These type of individuals are the type of dudes that will get in comment sections talking about some, oh, BodyGame doesn't matter, chicks just want dudes for money, blah, 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 this and that. Chicks just want dudes for money, but you're out here getting played on a date, giving up state secrets in hope that you're about to get some box for impressing a chick, right? You think that you're finding common solid ground with this female because, oh, I voted for Biden and you voted for Biden too? Okay, cool. I hate the current administration, blah, 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 this and that.
There ain't nothing secret about what we do.
Tomas Escato also reveals that he voted for Biden and that he hates Trump and Vance's immigration policies.
Did you vote for Biden?
Yes, I did actually.
No. What do you think about like all the ICE stuff going on?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
They're employing taxes that shouldn't be employed.
You may have seen reports last week that someone attempted to break into Vice President J.D. Vance's home in Ohio. That incident prompted us to take a closer look. What we found in our investigation was an agent inside the vice president's detail who was actually revealing to a total stranger that the vice president would be visiting his home in Ohio days ahead of time. And while what you're about to see is an important story, the security of the vice president and his family is our top priority.
Having a whole bunch of chick babble, chick talk, right? Basically, if he wasn't already in her frame, he's making sure that he falls into her frame so that he can up and maximize his chances of getting boxed. Dudes that are on BodyGame are not doing that, right? And because this dude has this non-BodyGame mentality, you can see him grinning like a complete goofball clown when she says, "Can I see your ID again?" I don't understand how actually, I can see how delusional you can be to not realize that these are some fed-ass questions that a chick is asking you. Can I see your ID again? This dude is basically giving it all up for free with no promise of anything in return. Because I highly doubt that after this sting operation went down that he clapped any cheeks. That was off the table before it even began. In a state of scarcity, so desperate, he's taking whatever comes to him at the expense of losing his job.
Can I see your badge again with your photo? You said you were training. It was your training?
Yeah, that's like 4 years ago.
You're so cute.
We met Thomas on the dating app Tinder in October of 2025.
This dude will be unemployed. This chick came in, set him up, recorded all the information that he was given, was wearing a wire, secret camera, all of that. He got exposed because he was desperate and thirsty. He's not on BodyGame. How much do you want to bet that this dude had on his Tinder profile something to lead to the understanding or assumption or the knowledge that he works with the government and that he's in a quote-unquote higher position of importance? This is the behavior that you're going to see from dudes that aren't on BodyGame that think that their job position makes them somebody, right? Because after this dude loses his job, he's back to being a nobody. When you lose your job and you're on BodyGame, you retain your identity because you were yourself before you got that job. This dude got that job and made it his identity. That's why he's on Tinder leading with that instead of leading with BodyGame. And after the day ended, after the sting operation ended, this chick probably went and got slammed by a dude that's on BodyGame.
So you can go to the president's detail, the vice president's detail, what we call counter surveillance division, so that's undercover subcode.
Note the irony, he's talking about undercover counter surveillance to a journalist wearing a hidden camera. Tomas Escato is often directly involved in the vice president's transportation to and from his residence at the Naval Observatory. surveillance of the vice president's residence, and even protecting Vance's wife, Usha Vance, and their children. Here he complains again to a total stranger he just met about his assignment involving J.D. Vance's children.
So what are his kids like?
We go to school with them.
Oh.
Yeah, we follow them everywhere. There's a 24/7. There is no black coverage. Not like it's a babysitter with a R. It's a weird one that we always talk about. Like, what the fuck is this? And you can't do nothing.
Oh, you can't do anything.
No, we can't do anything.
Got a free dinner date out of his goofy ass, and he got a free resignation from his job. People like to downplay BodyGame. People like to say BodyGame ain't all this and ain't all that. BodyGame would have definitely saved this dude from the situation that he got in, right? This chick, if you're on BodyGame, you can read the room, pick up on lingo, voice tone, all of that stuff. You can hear the sarcasm in this chick's voice. This dude is being played like a fiddle, and he's eating all of it up.
Can I see your badge again with your photo? You said you were training. It was your training
Yeah, that's like 4 years ago.
You're so cute.
He can't seem to tell in her voice that she has absolutely no intention of doing anything with him, right? She's giving up his ID. She's documenting the whole process. He's giving out all the secrets, letting out all the sauce to a complete stranger. And he thought there were going to be no repercussions. He's thinking, oh, I'm going to lead with my job and importance, and I'm going to impress this chick, and then I'm going to get some cheeks at the end of the date, and that's that. The night went horribly wrong for him. That was the last time he was ever going to be leading with the, oh, I'm a Secret Service member, blah, 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 this and that.
Tomas proceeds to give our undercover journalist detailed info with pictures about the specific methods used to transport and protect the vice president, and even tells her some exact times of shift changes on the Secret Service schedule.
So, like, when he's, like, walking, like, where are you?
Following.
Just following.
It's a group of us. We surround, make a bubble.
Yeah.
We'll have at least a minimum head and now that I'm on the vice president's actual details, a little different because we have different shifts. We have shift.
Via text, J.D. Vance's Secret Service agent informs the stranger when he has picked up J.D. Vance's wife, and even mentions that he and Vance are currently at Tomas even sends a selfie from inside a J.D. Vance's residence at the Naval Observatory. It's basically a secure location while the Secret Service is surveilling the vice president's home. Now, while he's supposed to be guarding the vice president's property, Tomas is busy snapping selfies, texting our journalist. Now, here's a picture that Tomas sent us taking off from Joint Base Andrews Air Force Base. You see the convoy vehicle going into the airplane, and some of these photos even had location metadata baked in the photos.
When you see dudes like this, you're going to want to steer clear from them when you're on BodyGame. Because at the end of the day, even though they have a position that is of importance and maybe they may be getting paid well or this and that, they're still not satisfied with their current position because they have a mentality of scarcity. If this dude was on BodyGame, like I said before, he would have never been in this predicament. Because he would have had chicks lining up because they had genuine burning desire. But because they know that this dude's not on BodyGame and he has some sort of scarcity mentality, that's why they were able to match him with this chick months prior, let her sit there and soak. It's probably been numerous times that he's went to her profile and just looked at her profile, but was too scared to message her. I wonder who messaged first, if she did or he did. Either way, it eventually got to the point where they were out on the date, and this dude thought that he finally scored. He thought that he scored, but little be known to him that he was the one getting dunked on. He got dunked on. The whole time, they're documenting him being on the job, goofing off, acting like a goofball. Sending selfies, sending snaps, giving up straight goofy information. Well, he's giving up real information, but he's being a goofy while doing it, giving it to a complete stranger. His whole downfall was documented. Dudes that are not on BodyGame, liability. Dudes that are not on body game, low-key be haters. Dudes that are not on body game are always prone to being manipulated, as you just saw in this entire clip. There's nothing else that I can really say more to this. You see it for yourself. This dude is so deep in the sauce that a woman played him right in his face, and he was too desperate to realize it.
Can I see your badge again with your photo? You said you were training. It was your training?
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago.
You're so cute.
I hope none of y'all are going out like this, right? Because if you're on body game, you're not delusional. First off, you already realize that there's some things that you need to change about yourself. You get up, you look in the mirror, you're not satisfied with what you see. So you say, before I go and subject somebody else to this bullshit, let me go get my shit together. This is the same type of dude that'll get his money up and go to another country and think that the women like him for him. They don't like you for you, bro. They like you for what you can do and what you can provide. You're not giving anyone genuine burden desire looking like a goddamn overgrown teddy bear. And as a result, she got him out here acting like boo-boo the fool, sending snaps, sending pictures with geo-data location, all of that. Everything. All to his demise. All because he wanted some box. He didn't want to get on body game. It's crazy that we're seeing things like this, and we're still in the first month of 2026. More is to come. But I ain't got to drag this shit out, bro. I'm going to put the link for the video in the comments, in the description. If you want to go see the whole thing, it's on Twitter. It's probably on YouTube as well, but I found a video on Twitter. And yeah, bro. Dudes not on body game. They stay crashing out. They stay taking L's. And that's it for the video, gang. Stay locked in. I'm up out of here. Peace.